There's another Path of Exile 2 update? What? Okay, well I didn't expect that. Hey, chicken burrito. I just woke up from a nap and I'm gonna play some video games. How you doing today? Gonna hang out with my friend before she cancel it because there's a typhoon coming. Oh my god. That's pretty. That's pretty wild. Oh my god. You gonna be? I hope you're gonna be safe. But hey, you get to play video games. I guess that's a plus. Oh, I got rid of my elixir drop rate because I don't want any more. Okay. Hmm. 13 days. And then DLC 1's here. No ninjutsu. Yeah, that'd be awkward. Okay. What do I want to try? What do I like not mess with? Caltrops? I don't use Burrow at all. think it'd be interesting if they bring back something about Date Masamune and Yukimura Sanada from Neo 1. Once that the DLC would be in the same period. Is it in the exact same period though? 1650s? I mean, I'd like to see them, don't get me wrong. Siege of Osaka was 1614. Yeah. And you got 1615. So I think it's before. Because we're going to 1650, not 1615. So if they can find a way to spin it, go for it. Apparently they referenced Edward Kelly and John Dee. So I'm like, are they making a comeback somehow? Because the events of Neo 1 are over. So what's going on, you know? Guess we'll find out though. Yeah, give me my money. Hey, Shark Zoo. Wait, it actually doesn't. It does key damage. Will I be playing GTA 6? No. It's kind of funny, bro. Yeah, I guess the coin is way slower. Yeah, it's got a decent amount of range. Yeah, it'll be a new map. Edo in the Can era, 1650. Yep, we only got 2 DLCs. Oh, I can... Okay, cool. Sad. I'm not really concerned. To see how packed the 2 DLCs are, to see if it matches up. I like to lay down the caltrops first and use Wild Spirit Fatal Thrust to push the enemies through them. Ooh, that's pretty clever. Can try Groundfire, I guess. Groundfire should be similar to these other types. Yeah. Okay, then you got the regular shurikens. Tried Shadow Self. Earthen Wall, Poison Mist, Trembling Earth. I do like Trembling Earth. I wish I could use it alongside some other ones. Toxic Groundfire. Do I have a favorite ninjutsu? Paralytic Groundfire. Just regular Groundfire. Favorite ninjutsu? Let's see. I do like the Big Bomb. I find it hilarious. I do like Cicada Shell as well. There's a bunch of different ninjutsus I like. So let's bring up the list. I'm a big Ninja Gaiden fan, so Pinwheel Shuriken's a lot of fun. I do like the Elemental Feathers. I do like Lightning Step, Cicada Shell quite a bit. Enhanced Shrapnel Bomb is just hilarious. Just the big boom. It's very satisfying. Hey, what's up, Oniryu? I do like Trembling Earth as well. There's a bunch of different ones I like. I wish I could use them all. One of the things I didn't like about Neo 3 is that they made split stuff available only in Ninja Style. Or only available in Ninja Style. Yeah, they made some changes. Oh well. I remember you could send them flying in older Neos. Yeah. Yeah, you could. No, I just woke up from a nap. I have not played the DLC. I don't have the DLC. Yeah, I don't think I'll use these traps. I'll just go back. Can you I don't know if the Twilight mode is happening. They haven't officially listed it, so I got nothing to say. Sure. You know, I could try to provide all the proof that I haven't played the DLC at all. I could show you all my DMs with Koei Tecmo America. And I guarantee you would still say, no, that's bullshit. You're like, well, sure, you don't have the DLC on this console, but you probably have it on a different console with a different account. It would never end. Ryu, you're done. It's time for you to go home and take a nap. No more of this Gaki LC crap. No Gaki contents. You'll never beat the allegations. This is unjust. What did I do to deserve this, bro? I'm innocent. You already took a nap? Why? Take another one. Infinite Fart's proficiency glitch? Not a glitch at all. Hey, wizard. Infinite farts for then hacks? How is it a hack? You're making a claim. How is it a hack? Come on, Nemesis. I know you're being super 100% serious. What's your how is it a hack? Huh? Huh, Nemesis? It's a Game Shark code? God damn it, you got me. Damn it. How did Nemesis know? A character that could easily be a boss in this DLC is Miyamoto Musashi. It appeared he's already old and very experienced. Hey, it could be cool. DLC 1 better add Game Shark as a guardian spirit. Do they have sharks as guardian spirits? Maybe they will add a Game Shark. Yeah, we don't have a shark. I think there was a whale one. Yeah, there in Neo 2 there was. I'm talking about Neo 3. Like in Neo 2 you had Kagewani. The big like dolphin that just like smashed everything. They also had that in Neo 1. But they put in quite a few new guardian spirits this time around. So yeah, which ones are new in this game? No content in Neo 3? Yes, as you can tell, there's no content in Neo 3 right now. Absolutely nothing. This is just nothing. I think it was a dolphin. Oh yeah, there was a whale, Isanagami. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Isanagami was there. So in Neo 3, which guardian spirits did they add that are new? Kusanagi, Murakumo, Guhen's new, Kongojishi is new, Golden Shachi is new. I think they had Tanuki before, right? Enko, I think, is just repurposed the Obishin in some way. Chamichoro is new. Is O the funniest spirit name or what? Person A. I have a guardian spirit. Person B. Oh? Okay. Alright, bro. Tanuki is purple in Neo 1? Oh, okay. The little fish that creates healing pools? That's Amabie. Wasn't that a penguin? Alright, I'm gonna start using different things. No way Japan has penguins, bro. Dude, I don't know. I don't know shit either. Kangaroo Spirit 1? I was about to say, wait till they put in a spider spirit. I'm like, oh wait, they already did. Okay. No Gaki spirit. Okay, then enough. That's enough. Lies at the start of the stream? What lies? What do you... In Neo 1, yeah, the purple element was Earth. Okay, time to use the weird ones. We'll go with Oh. Try to make it good. A gorilla spirit, it'd be great. Alright, chat, I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. Alright. No, okay, this is... No Harambe and Gaki. Oh my god. Alright, let me warm up. I'll switch weapons after. You missed it yesterday, Nemesis. I was using the Greats Campus. It was legendary. Oh, you were here yesterday? Great. A worm spirit. Oh yeah, you did say it's mutagenics. I remember that. Oh. Pinwheel shuriken gauge charge. Enhanced shrapnel bomb gauge charge. Don't think I need that. Great campus form, gauge charge. Nice. Oh yeah, I don't need that one. Which one was I using? Nemesis, I don't know the answers to your questions. Sure, I suppose. Was I just using this anyway? No jokes aside, hope you're having a good one. Is there any advice you can give for capitalizing the Mozart arts proficiency? Yes. Ask me either when I succeed or when I die. I'll answer your questions when I can. It's just gonna take a little brain power in order to do that. Ask me when I die sounds mean. Not helping me, man. Goku. Alright, some questions to answer. This game when I die sounds mean. In game or when I succeed. When I have a moment. Thanks. So planning to replay as enemy, is it possible to run pure spells for long gauntlet challenges? I think as Chicken Burrito said, if you have some things that can refill your ammo, it should help, and I think it makes it doable. But there probably have to be a bunch of things you have to equip. Let's see, if you want to run pure spells, is there anything that increases the amount of spells you can have? Probably use Mysteries of Onmyo Magic. So just stack a lot of untouched Onmyo magic can help. That would be one thing. I mean, you could use Awakening or Volitional Onmyo Magic. Amplification could help. There isn't the most support for it. There's more for summoning seals. This summoning basics doubles the amount of summoning seals you have. So that'll be handy. Ninja style I think has some support for Onmyo Magic. Wait, what about the Guardian Spirits? Here, Samurai style Ho-Oh. Untouch Onmyo Magic except summoning seals. And yeah, Ho-Oh for both. So that can help you use less. So you have that to assist. I'm sure it's possible, but you'd probably really have to build for it. Okay, so Nemesis, you had asked a question about capitalizing the most at arts proficiency. So there's a few things to consider. So with the arts proficiency, as this is telling you, your first attack with AP will be free. So I generally recommend using something, like you don't have to do this, but it's nice to use either, I will usually use a very high key damage thing. So, for example, with Odachi, Moonlit Snow Charge normally eats all of your ki, but if you use it to start arts proficiency, it's completely free. Same principle when it comes to things like Water Sword, even Wild Spear, just anything that uses a lot of ki. I typically like to use that in the very beginning. Feels pretty good, but you don't have to. So whatever you want to have no ki cost, I like to start with that. But also another thing that is AP cancel sheet animation after Frostmoon for every weapon. I don't think for every weapon, and I don't think that's intentional. I know it cancels things for sword, for dual swords. I don't think it does. For Odachi, it does after Frostmoon. It's kind of weird. I just attribute it to jank. So continuing on with the Nemesis asked, you will do so as it's staying here. Damage dealt to enemies is increased, and ki consumption is decreased, right? Like that much is obvious. But one thing I wish they also said here is that each different martial art that you use will also build up the damage you do in arts proficiency for martial arts. So if you use 6 different martial arts, eventually you'll hit the damage cap. And I think the damage cap's like 60-70%. So think of it like, oh, I do one martial art, then I get a 10% damage boost. If I use 6 different ones, I get a 60% damage boost. 60 or 70 or something. That's not stated. I wish it was. Now, with your damage being increased per different martial art, so think of it like Cestus's versatility. As with versatility with Cestus's, you probably want to use abilities like Limitless to finish off. You want your big damage towards the end, where you can get even more damage. So, I think, to put it simply, if you were to treat Arts Proficiency the same way you treat the Unbroken stacks or the Versatility stacks, you should do just fine. So, with that, going for Limitless, when you only have one stack of Unbroken, like, it's still powerful. But it's even more powerful when you have 10. Or with Versatility, you get one stack, okay, cool, you get the damage boost. But it's even better when you have all the Versatility stacks. So in a perfect world, you could get all 10 Unbroken stacks, all 9 Versatility stacks, and then, I guess, 6 stacks of AP. And then churn out your super, like, heavy hitters, like Limitless. And just shred everything. So typically what I do is a lot of the utility-based moves, a lot of the key damage moves, I will tend to use early on. And then later on, I will use my super big damage dealers. And one thing you may notice is that I usually don't run out of Arts Proficiency all that often. Because I know how to manage my ki very well. So there are a few things you can do to really improve how often you can stay in AP. So I'll kind of demonstrate. But for the most part, it just boils down to being good with Flux 2, and you can use Frost Moons to assist. Frost Moons are incredibly handy at 1, being free, which is great. They don't cost any ki. They're quite versatile since you have 3 different options. And they also count towards the stacks of Arts Proficiency, yeah, if you want to call it that. Oh, another thing, deflecting also assists in maintaining Arts Proficiency. So here, let's do Movement Snow Charge, High Stance, and then into Imperative Strike. So what I'm doing is Frost Moon into Imperative Strike, which for whatever reason in low stance and in high stance, where the Odachi helps cancel it out. As you can see, my ki is, if I do Flux 2, my ki is maintained. The downside is it's not as fast. So it's a trade. Seriously? So I hope that answers your question for Arts Proficiency. Do you have any other follow-up questions? Are you even here, Nemesis? You're just gonna ask a question and leave? Okay. So be it. I'm gonna check, is my chat fine? Okay. That man's, I've considered that question answered. He's not here, that's his problem. So, another question he asked is, how do you toggle having the cutscene for the Power Ranger animation? That's actually pretty simple. It will always trigger the first time you equip a Guardian Spirit. During, like, just any time. So, so here, I'll show you. So I'm gonna equip Guhen, right? I equip Guhen. Now that I've equipped him, I can activate Living Artifact, and I will do the Power Ranger animation. Alright? But any successive activation is just gonna be just like that. Just nothing remarkable. Now, if I want the Power Ranger animation again, for whatever reason, for the same Guardian Spirit, I just swap to a different Guardian Spirit and swap back. And there you go. No, new DLC. Hold on, 2 questions. The new DLC does not release today. As per the title, it comes out on August 19th. Preferred way to play the game at the moment, level sync, Stone of Penance, or a combination of both? For me, I just do level sync. I don't do Stone of Penance. New Game Plus 2 will come out with the DLC. No, I'm not doing a 24-hour stream, Triggy, come on. I'm just gonna take my time, bro. I'm not gonna binge it. Sure, I can use Tengen, why not? Okay, I'm gonna change up my weapons. I do not want to play these. What to play? Probably beat the DLC pretty fast anyway. Yeah, probably. I'm just gonna take my time and 100% the whole thing. 100% the whole region. 100%. What I think I'll do is I'll beat the DLC on New Game Plus. Once I do that, I will complete the DLC on just New Game. So I'll beat it on Shogun's journey first, then on the Heir's journey, right? So Heir, and then... So I'll do Shogun and then go back to Heir just real quick. Just to get every collectible. And then what I will do is, once I finish that, then I will progress to New Game Plus 2. Because I want to savor everything. Every little thing that Neo 3 has. Alright, what do you guys want to see? Any particular weapons? Now's the time to ask. I think New Game Plus 2 will be crazy. I actually hope it will be. I want it to be a nice challenge. Axe and sword, okay. What about for ninja style, guys? What you want? I can deflect? Really? I can deflect their hands. That's kind of hilarious. Usatanfa, you got it. Almost done with your first playthrough, but didn't expect you wouldn't have enough locks to unlock all weapons abilities. Yeah, that's a bit strange too. I'm a bit surprised by that. Because as you can see, for me, just having to re-unlock and rewrite everything gets annoying. take my warm up. Here we go. Yeah, I'm totally excited for the DLC. Absolutely, Mups. It's good to see you. Hope they work on that. Would be nice to also delete only selected skills. Yeah, it'd be nice. A little further customization, a little further quality of life would be great. Oh, good job, Confusion. Yeah, I think the presets for equipments, there's some stuff for skills as well. But it's a lot from what I've seen. This boss is available in the first playthrough. You don't need to wait. You can actually fight him in the Bakumatsu region. This boss is, yeah, available. I'll show you where he's at. Yo, confusion just makes the game so simple for me. 50% extra bonus damage, stacking up higher. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. I'll specifically show you where you can find him. There's Demon of Pride in Warring States. The location for that is the Sengen Waterfall area in the Inoya region. Pride is up here. With Heian region, you have Demon of Envy. Demon of Envy is kind of like underground, so you have to go to the Enebo Temple, however it's pronounced. And then you got kind of like go underground. And it's by the big crucible. With Bakumatsu, Demon of Obsession, you want to go all the way west. There's Abandoned Temple outskirts, and there's this whole area is for Demon of Obsession right here. So you got Mibu Temple here. It's like northwest up here. In the Nijo Castle region. More Shadow Self stock. Cool. It's curious that Yagyu Jubei also has Guhin as his guardian spirit. Feels like there's more stuff involved regarding guardian spirits. Yeah, not to mention he has 2. He has 2. So is he gonna style switch and use both, or like what's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm used to enemies having only 1, so he has 2. But you're right, Neo Enjoyer. It is very curious. Hey, Tolly. I think you have to complete the main campaign in order to play the DLCs. Sicko baby, hope you're doing well. Polly, sleep well. Is he just walking into me, bro? Charter's New Game Plus. I think for some who are build oriented, it's not that much of a jump. But I think for me, it's been a decent enough challenge. Who wants to fight me? Jeez. For me, mechanically, it's more of a challenge, but that's also because I underpowered my character. Don't forget that. My character's build is very weak. Yeah, I don't use consumables at all. I don't use Omnia Magic, really. Don't use Soul Core. So there's a lot of things I don't use. For me, I haven't found a way that I like to use Omnia Magic. Seriously? Yeah, I better pop it. Blood Edge Demon time. Will I survive or not? I guess time to find out. Which one is it also? Okay, I got wind. I'm so dead. Fuck. Ah. One little mistake like that. And I have to redo the whole thing. Oh well. Yeah, Blood Edge Demon's very tough. You can see, like, even me, for me, he still kicks my ass. If I don't pay attention, I am dead. Oh, I got a 170 Jakotsubaba. Cool. Yeah, oof indeed. Got destroyed. I do very much enjoy fighting Blood Edge Demon though. I'm actually tempted to go find him. Let's see which region he's in. Blood Edge Angel Wen. Okay, bro. Okay. Balana, how have you been today? I didn't even ask. Hope you're doing well. Have you been having fun with your siblings? Playing Neo 3 co-op? Because I don't know if you know, but the scrolls actually will be able to be things you can co-op as well. Have I played Immortal 2 Shell 2 beta? No. Legit, like, I don't really play anything except Neo and maybe Team Fortress and Path of Exile. I've been asked to, like, try Beast of Reincarnation. I looked into it and I decided I would pass. Oh cool, that's awesome, Lana. I'm glad you had some fun there. Hey, Amber. No, the scrolls you could also do in co-op as well. Beast of Reincarnation doesn't look great in my opinion. I haven't seen enough to intrigue me. What are scrolls? So they're equipable items, but basically it's like an extra accessory of sorts. But these scrolls are also things that have unique enemy gauntlets in there too. You said in the last region? Okay. So, the scrolls are items you can equip. They usually give you some powerful effects. They probably won't be that powerful on New Game Plus 1, but New Game Plus 2 I anticipate they'll be pretty meaningful. And then they're gauntlets, so they got like enemies you can fight in them. You do the scroll, the mission, whatever's in the scroll, kill the enemies, and then what you can do with your scroll is you can change and if one of their special effects on there. Oh, a Blood Edge Demon? Here. Whoa, bro. Get wrecked. Wait, what? It's not in Bakumatsu? Really? Okay, well, that sucks. Have you ever played Hide and Seek Blood Edge Edition? I think I might be playing it right now. Happy birthday! The poor guys were praying in peace. Now they're praying in pieces. Nice. Yeah. The thing with me in trying new games is more that I have a certain expectation of how my gameplay experience is going to be. So if I spend money and it doesn't even remotely hit the sweet spot, I really hate it. That happened with Black Myth Wukong, and oh my gosh, spending the $60 on the game felt so bad. So if I don't think, if a game doesn't like hook me, I'm not gonna even bother. Why didn't I like Black Myth Wukong? I got bored. Yes, Black Myth is at fault. I don't buy any new games, except games like Path of Exile. So with Black Myth Wukong, I got to chapter 3 and I fought some of the hype. I guess the hype is bosses, apparently, but I, truth be told, got very bored. So I was like, wait, is this all the game there is? Maybe I'm just not giving it a fair shot, right? And then I started watching players like Last to Load play it. I watched Ongbal play it. I'm like, okay, I guess this looks kind of cool. But I don't know, I'd rather just watch somebody else play it. Was legit my thinking. Bruh. Oh, wrong thing. Oh. Well, that sucks. Oh man, I'm actually legit so looking forward to exploring the open field again. Do I play with Stone of Penance? I do not. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, first time exploring is just so fun. I really liked how it was handled in Neo. I do miss just exploring the open field. It was very fresh. No, I did not play Elden Ring. I did watch other people play it though. I'm sure Wolong will be fun. I'm not expecting it to be like from in terms of enjoyment on the same level as Neo, but I'm pretty hopeful about it. But I did look at Elden Ring and I decided I didn't want to go for it. FromSoft type of play isn't really my thing. For me, FromSoft stuff... Oh, I'm pretty sure I know where it is then. I've played Bloodborne. I've played Bloodborne and Sekiro. For real, where is this thing? Bloodborne I thought was cool. I can appreciate the FromSoft, the things that FromSoft has. I think they're very cool, but I'd rather watch someone play it. Bloodborne was pretty neat. It was confusing, but I had some fun with it. With Sekiro, I didn't really enjoy it all that much. Okay, seriously, where the hell is the Blood Edge? With Sekiro, I think I was so familiar with Nioh that when I could only use one of the combat arts at any given moments, it just started to feel very dry. So yeah, it get like the bosses, they look cool, but a boss looking cool on its own is not sufficient for me to enjoy it. Yeah, the gameplay from FromSoft stuff is just on the slower side. There isn't as much I can interact with as well, so it's just not that engaging for me. Yeah, where's this damn Blood Edge, bro? So, like, I remember fighting Demon of Hatred, and, like, there were a lot of cool bosses, and they all look fancy, but, it just really wasn't my thing. Oh, so it is on the bridge? Oh, really? Yeah, Sekiro's moveset was limited. I mean, you could deflect, and yeah, sure, that was cool, but like, that's not all I want to do. I don't know if I would enjoy Sekiro 2 if it had more combat art choices. Oh, Blood Edge is literally right here. It's possible. But I mean, I might consider it, but I always compare Sekiro to my Nioh experience. So that's a big part of it. I mean, comparison can kind of be the thief of joy, right? So pretty much, like, no matter what, I'm gonna think of, oh, how much am I enjoying Sekiro compared to Nioh? So I enjoy Nioh that much, so it does skew my ability to enjoy other games. For me, in terms of action RPGs, for me, there's no contest. Nioh is my favorite, very much so. I like it even more as a series, even more so than Ninja Gaiden. And I used to be a huge fan of Ninja Gaiden. I still appreciate Ninja Gaiden, but Nioh has been my main thing. So I just enjoy it that much. Team Ninja just hits all these spots that I really enjoy, and there's so much to explore, so much to discover combat-wise. There's a lot of details that, like, are... There's so many details, like, I have difficulty appreciating them all because there's so many. I think Team Ninja overall does a great job with their games. The ones that I play. I really like what they produce, so... Other studios, I think maybe the only other studio that I've really thought was that kind of hit a similar spot was, I think it was Bethesda when it came to Doom. Doom Eternal hit the same spot. Doom Eternal was great. I didn't play Doom of the Dark Ages or Doom the Dark Ages, but yeah, like, in another reality I'd be playing Doom. Now, in between Nioh and Doom, it's like, oh, it's id Software? Oh, okay. Thank you, Lana, for the correction. Bethesda's only editing? Okay. Screw Bethesda. id Software. Yes, so Doom Eternal in the Doom series is hits the same spot. When I played Doom Eternal, it was so addictive, but also very challenging. And there's a lot to learn, a lot to play around with combat-wise. Like the lore and whatnot was interesting enough for me too to like obsess with it a little bit, and it was just cool. I really appreciated that game. I didn't get very good at it compared to my skill in Nioh, but it was awesome in of its own right. The only problem is it competes for my brain with Nioh, and I've already invested so much into Nioh. Trying to be competent as much as I am in Nioh and in the Doom series, like they compete time-wise, so I can only pick one. Doom is not exactly a casual game by any means, whereas with Nioh I have so much experience with it, I can be pretty chill. So, you know, Nioh I've just spent so much time, whereas with Doom I have to learn a lot, and when I'm trying to learn Nioh 3 I just can't. I have not played Doom the Dark Ages. I've seen other people play it, and it looks awesome. I love to see what the community is able to create, and it's pretty rad. Let me answer a question from Chris real quick before I continue the talk about the games. I was on your stream the other day and someone said the Demon Parade scrolls are coming out before DLC, but they changed a Twitter post. What happened? They're just making us wait for DLC. So that was a typo, according to the Team Ninja's community manager. It's just a typo. The scrolls will release with the DLC. They're not being released in advance of the DLC. It's just a typo. Unfortunately. I sure as shit wish it wasn't a typo, you know? But yeah, scrolls will come out with the DLC. For me, Sekiro and Bloodborne, like, just to be clear, I think FromSoft titles are great in their own rights. I think they've done a lot of cool things for video gaming in general. It's just, for me, the gameplay experience in that doesn't hit the spots that I like compared to what Team Ninja Studio provides. That's all. It's just different flavors. Some people like vanilla, some people like chocolate. Or to do with pizza. Some people like, you know, their meat lover pizzas, and here I am, I enjoy my pineapple pizza. That's all. I have appreciation for FromSoft and what they've provided, and it's just gameplay stuff is a bit different for me. Their narrative, like, their world building is cool, but again, that's not really why I play the games. I like Team Ninja Studio games. I just like Team Ninja Studio games more. I wouldn't say a food I dislike is great, though. Not great for me, great for other people. Like, that's all. I'm not gonna say FromSoft games are bad. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't like them. I don't enjoy them. I can appreciate that other people might like it, but I don't give a like. I don't really care. I'm not like when I heard about Elden Ring Night Rain, I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. We all enjoy it. I'm never gonna touch it. Or like it's like insert other Souls like. I'm like, all right, I guess, cool. Anyway, you all enjoy your game. I'm just not gonna participate. It's not like I don't have hatred towards them. I'm removed from it. That's all. No, I haven't played Hollow Knight. So for me, with games like Bloodborne, I definitely did appreciate the atmosphere for it. I thought it was cool. It was pretty spooky. Gameplay wise, though, compared to what the enjoyment I get from Team Ninja, it's like the comparison is like there's no comparison. Get out of here, Lana. So, yeah. I don't play FromSoft titles. I have no interest in them. It's not because it's bad, it's just I don't like it. It is not like, if you don't love it, you must hate it. It's so childish, bro. Pineapple pizza with ketchup on top? You know what? Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try it on stream. With Sekiro, I was just constantly comparing it to Nioh, and just with Nioh I have so many options that I really enjoy, so I just couldn't play Sekiro anymore. I played it once, I got the Ishin Sword Saint ending. No bueno, Arturo, I have no idea who that is. So yeah. Doom the Dark Ages is only €23 or 23 pounds. That's not bad on PS5. I haven't played Hollow Knight. Yeah. People get used to hearing extreme statements so much they think it's either way. Yeah. I mean, that's just the internet. Wolong 2, please be awesome. I applied for a creator code, so hopefully I can get it for free. I applied for one, so I'll see if I can get one in whenever it comes out. Because yeah, I'm curious about Wolong 2. I don't anticipate it being the same enjoyment as Nioh 3 has, but I anticipate it'll be fun. Give it a good amount of time, stuff like that, and chill. I hope I can play Wolong 2 before release. I mean, that's why I applied. If I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I will have other priorities anyway. You like the world building and story Sekiro better than Nioh? FromSoft's pretty good at that stuff, and in Sekiro the water's not your enemy. Touché. By the way, I think there's also access for content creators for Wolong 2 open now. What do you mean? Wolong 2 is better than pineapple on pizza? Yo, that's blasphemy. You know, I just checked my email. Someone was telling me, hey, KT America is looking for content creators on their FB. Like, someone's trying to say, hey, go take a look at the Nioh 3 DLC and Wolong 2. I gotta reply to this guy real quick. Hold on. I have already applied but for Wolong 2, and I have already talked to KT America about the Nioh 3 DLC as well. Do-do. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I figured about the backwards name. I mean, I don't know what to do to engage with it. So what's going on? Yeah, Autumn, generally you don't like FromSoft stuff. That's just not your thing. You like Neo World better when there's no time traveling? Then that means don't like Neo 2 as well. Alright, let's fight this Blood Edge. Sit down. The water wind? That's one of the easier ones. Who? I wonder where the messages were coming from. Are you on YouTube as well? Yes, yes. If you take a look at chat, there's a chat box that I have, but there's a lot on YouTube. I'm multi-streaming. But yeah, while y'all are discussing what you like and dislike, for me, Neo's my sweet spot. That's really about it. Cool, I took out the Blood Edge. Like, that's really it. I'm like, yeah, cool, FromSoft, great. Anyway, moving on. Neo will be fun, so I'm playing Neo. No one in the world could like it. You see, Poof, you are wrong. You like Lord of the Fallen more. Ah, yes, of course. Yes, exactly. I just like the Neo series. I can tell people why, but people don't want to like it. That's of their own volition. I'm not very attached to mainstream internet thinking. I don't really care. Literally everyone else could like it, dislike it. I'd be like, cool, I'm gonna play the game I like. Yeah, Neo 3 sold well so far. So good for them, you know? Yeah, to each their own. I don't really care. Like, if someone comes in here and is like, Neo's trash, or it's a bad game, or whatever, I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, what do you want me to, what do you want, okay. I guess it's bad. Now what? Like, okay, let's just say I admit, it's a terrible game. Neo is the trashiest game ever. What do I do with this information? I'm like, okay, it's a trash game and I still like it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep playing it.
Right, they can dislike it if they want. It won't make my time less fun. Yeah, I'm like, okay. That means you like trash. Hell yeah. Yes, I like trash. Okay, now what? Fucking nothing. It's just a waste of time. And really, anyone who's just like popping into my stream to say shit like that, I've stopped asking why. I'm like, I just don't care. I legit do not give a fuck anymore. I'm like, oh, you dislike the game? Okay, what do you want me to do with it? You want me to validate you? Well, I don't agree with you, so I don't want to validate you either, so... Alright, cool. I think, with the Neo... I thought the Neo series was finished. They said like, yeah. You know, I legit believe that they're like, yeah, we're done with it for now. You know, maybe we'll revisit in the future, but like, we're done. And I took that to mean, like, the Neo series is done. I'm like, okay, they kind of like completed Neo 1 and Neo 2, and it's like a nice loop of everything, and I guess it's over. And then they come out fucking Neo 3. I'm like, what the shit? They lied to us. They're like, yeah, we've been actually working on development for it for like ever since then. Like, we started it after DLC 3. I'm like, fuck you guys. So that was hilarious. That cracked me up. I'm like, no way, bro. Yeah, we're not doing anything with it right now. We're focusing on other titles. And it's like, no, we've been doing it ever since the 3rd DLC dropped. We had ideas for it then. I'm like, okay, bro, cool. Yeah, they lied. For some reason, I still remember that random guy who said Neo 3 won't save you. I'm like, save me from what? I wish I'd asked, save me from what? It's like, you're a dying content creator channel. I'm like, I don't care. My channel could have 0 viewers. Not that it does, but like, as long as I'm just having fun with people on the internet, I will stream. Otherwise, the moment my interactions, when my interactions with my chat overall start to decline to the point I'm not having fun, then I'll stop. Save you from time, of course? Fuck. I mean, he's right then. I don't think a video game will save me from dying. But yeah, I've had like people just come in to say stupid shit and cause drama on Circus, and I guess they get off on it on some level. So if they do, I've just learned like, dude, I'm just not gonna waste my time. Like, I don't even care anymore. If someone puts some stupid take, I'm like, okay. I that's my response. I'm like, okay, cool. Anyway, moving on. There's no meaningful engagement for me. I'm like, okay. Well, see ya. let's talk about the cool shit, man. Thank you, Autumn, for the redirect. Alright, take care. Have a good night, Lana. Enjoy time traveling. Oh, you guys are having a fun discussion. I definitely want to get into it soon. Oh, seriously. Alright, well, now I can at least catch up. So moving on, I really want to see what Team Ninja has in store for the first DLC. Yeah, same here. Yeah, they've been a little sparse on reveals, even though they've revealed a lot. They said for like other content, new guardian spirits, new magic, new martial arts, new ninjutsu, and I'm like, okay, that's so vague. They just made like a couple of references here and there, but I'm mostly curious about that. It's nice to see the scrolls returning, but I kind of know what to expect. It's nice to have the new map, but they only like probably teased a little few parts of the map as opposed to things that are huge. So intro parts as opposed to anything super extensive. I'm excited for the new weapon too. So it's a weapon for each style. So Samurai style has Hoko and shield. Ninja style has a Ninja Hoko and shield. I don't know what to expect. So that should be fun. And then I think Mango, you had said something about you wanted a gun, right? Well, if you watch the trailer, players get a gun. They get the revolver that Takatsuki Shinsaku has. You can just like rapid fire it. It's like boom, 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 boom. So that should be fun. So we do get gun. The Spanish entry out of nowhere is kind of funny to me. It is, it felt random. And as Peeping is saying, no one expected the Spanish Inquisition. That's true. Hey, what's up? It's good to see you. I think it's just gonna be a ninjutsu. Present. I think it's just gonna be a ninjutsu. I'd be surprised if it was for samurai style. It could also be that too. Hey, what's up? Which boss from Neo 1, Neo 2? Obviously, come on, Giant Toad and Nekomata.
の座は私のものだ
Obviously. Close enough. Neo 2 bosses are forgettable. Even Neo 3 for some reason I can't name a boss after like 400 hours. You gonna be okay? I remember a lot of the Neo 2 bosses because a lot of them are also in Neo 3. Bro, I can use every guardian spirit to decent effect. Every single one. Maybe eat more fish. It's good for memory. That's true. You can go for that memory. Alright, Mr. Squirrel. Yeah, I don't think there's a single guardian spirit I have trouble with. I think some of the mid-air ones for ninja style, maybe some trouble, but by and large, I'm fine. Some I'm better with compared to others. By the way, you hate fish? We all learn differently. I can't tell you what they do. I can't tell you the names of martial arts I've used 1,000 times. It's okay. Sometimes I don't even know what my train of thought was, and I forget mid-conversation. Seafood in general, fair? Maybe just have a nap. Naps are good. I took a nap before I came on stream today. I didn't mean to take an hour-long nap, but I did. I did take one anyway. You love shrimp and fish? Fair. Alright, let's see. The weirdest guardian spirit for me is this one, followed by Golden Sashi, but even then I can use them. Naps are OP? Yes, they are. Yes, they really are. You want to like crabs, but they're expensive. Touché. I think all might be one of the weirder ones for me, since it's a mid-air based thing. But it's pretty good to switch styles with, I guess. Yeah, let's just do some random shit. of me. Don't worry, I know who the Babu no Uehara guy is. Mango may not, but he's the fish, he's the crustacean boss. Ryoma, you're done. It's time for you to go home. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, now I'm hungry. I want to go eat food. I don't want seafood, but I want to eat food. We're gonna figure that out, Cass. What food are we gonna have for din-dins tonight? I'm not eating any gakis. Stop. No. Seriously, that gets me killed? Too slow. I gotta be faster, huh? looking for a way to cancel living artifact animation in Neo 3. You talking about the super long one or just like the quick activation one that I can do? I'm talking about like the whole full Power Ranger transformation. Because that's pretty easy to cancel. Was that? Yo, okay, dude, go to sleep. No wonder your memory is shit. I can't remember everything, but I'm half asleep. Or I need sleep. Neo better? Oh my god. Alright, suit yourself. So, was that animation where I activated living artifact too long for you guys? So even that quick little animation thing, that was too long. Alright. There. I do not know how to cancel that one. So like this one. That's too long? Oh, damn, alright. I'm talking about the Power Ranger one, right? Yeah, okay. The one that focuses on a character's face I mean to be too long. Okay, yeah, that one's really long. Mango, come on. If you're a walking corpse, can you really appreciate Neo as much as you could if you were fully rested? Come on. You say you love Neo, then give Neo your all. There's a difference between, like, yeah, sure, you could give Neo 10 hours of your life. But if those hours you're a walking corpse, is that really as good as if you're fully energized for a full 5? That's all I'm saying. Alright, so Autumn and Trino Productions, I'll show you how to like effectively negate the Power Ranger transformation, as Nemesis called it. So I'll tell you why it happens and what you can do to basically prevent it. It's not so much of a prevent, truth be told. Now I'm a walking corpse. Will you get old? Well then, go find the Fountain of Youth. Come on, bro. Alright, so for example, so basically what happens is, the reason you get that special animation, it's the same reasoning that applied in Neo 2. Which was, the first time you equip that Guardian Spirit, I think, or the first time you equip that form, you will do the special animation. In Neo 3, I think it might be a little different. It's a fresh animation the first time you equip that Guardian Spirit at any given moment. So right now, I'm going to equip Kusanagi, the fire one. And what will happen is, if I activate Living Artifact, so this is the first time, so to speak, I'll get the fancy animation. Alright, but on subsequent activation, you can see it's not a big deal. There's no time. But if I, let's say, switch to a different Guardian Spirit, and let's say even if I switch back to Kusanagi, the game will effectively have forgotten that I've activated it for the first time. But yep. So anytime you equip a Guardian Spirit, the first activation of that time you equip it will always have the fancy animation. I guess let's find out. What happens if I load into a mission? So now I'm going to keep the Guardian Spirit, right? You can see here, there is nothing particularly. It's just the regular quick animation, which I think you guys like. Hey Benji, I'll get to your question pretty soon. I also think I'm going to stop streaming soon. So we'll do Shadows of the Three Oni again. And let's just see what happens if I get Living Artifact. Okay, whatever. I got Living Artifact. Nope, it's all good. Yep, so only when changing. when you change your guardian spirits. Fast, isn't it? I loaded into a mission, kept the same guardian spirit. I'm good to go. Alright, good night, Mango. God damn it. So yeah, it still works. I mean, I died, but hopefully you get to see you can just keep popping living artifacts. Now a concern you might have is, hey, what happens if I quit out? I was playing Path of Exile 2, but I'm low-key re-downloading the game after seeing that. Alright, let's see what happens if I quit out of the game. And then once I test this, Benji, I'll answer your question, because I'd love to talk about that too. Oh. Okay, now let's see what happens. I've loaded into the game for the first time. Will I always have that happen for the first time with Kusanagi? Actually, I could just test it out here, couldn't I? Nope, all good. There you go. So it seems like my hypothesis so far of it just being, hey, you equip the Guardian Spirit if it's new so to speak, then the first activation of the Living Artifact will be the long one, but every subsequent time in which you have that Guardian Spirit equipped, then it will just be the short animation. So yeah, very useful. So every time you change Guardian Spirits, so if I was to change from Kusanagi to something else and then go back to Kusanagi, as demonstrated before, it's like the game it just resets. Because now I've equipped Kusanagi again. I've equipped it as new. So hopefully now you can feel more curious about trying Living Artifact. Because it's fun. It's a fun just like, hey, go all out super mode. With a bunch of fancy attacks and shit like that. If you're someone who switches Guardian Spirits very frequently like myself, then every time I change to a new one, then I will, or change to a different one, then I will get the animation every time. Alright, so let me get on to Benji's question. Benji was asking, hey Poofer, I've finally gotten around to starting another Neo playthrough with Spear, but I'm really bad. Can anyone actually get good at this game, or do you just gotta be built different? Anyone can get good at this game. It's not about being built different. It might seem like I'm built different, but truth be told, one thing to notice is that look at my freaking playtime. 580 hours. That's a lot of time. So I've spent a lot of that time, not all of it, but a lot of that time learning the game, learning details and practicing over and over again. And trying to learn from whatever mistakes I make, trying to push my limits, so to speak, with the game. The more that I do that, the more I'm able to learn, more I'm able to test, the better I'm able to get, and then it just develops a lot of momentum. So if you're having difficulty with the game, try to understand what your weaknesses are, because that gives you something to work on. Anybody can get good, which is why I made my Nioh 2 guides to facilitate people. Now, some people do not want to invest this much time, and that's understandable. It's a lot of time into a video game. And so naturally, like I'm not gonna fault them. Some people want to be able to get good with with less time, but and I try to make my guides to assist with that, so they can learn sort of the shortcuts, so to speak, the things that would have saved me some time, little thing to learn, so I wouldn't struggle as much. But no matter what, it's just a matter of time and practice. I firmly believe anybody can get good at this game. And now everyone won't, though. But a lot of that, I think, is a matter of choice. And I don't blame people. Come on. Thus far, I got 140 or so hours, but I've used a lot of different weapons, so I didn't really practice one specific thing. Yeah, that's gonna play a factor. So, trying to learn all the weapons at once is really difficult. Very, very, very difficult. And the eventual guides that I intend to make are meant to address that, which is, yes, I know Nioh 3 is a very overwhelming game, but focus on one specific thing at a time. Have whatever your comfort zone is, whatever that is. You're yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with the setup, and I can reasonably do well in the game, and I'm it's not stressful. And then all you gotta do is just add in one different thing. So for example, when I started playing this game, I got overwhelmed by working in 4 different weapons. It's a lot. It's a lot to juggle. 4 weapons, and understanding how to make them all work reasonably well across different styles with a bunch of different buttons. Bro, that ate my brain up. In Nioh 2, you got 2 weapons and 6 different yokai abilities. Okay, and 2 yokai shift things. That was manageable. I learned to overcome that. But now 4 weapons, 4 different guardian spirit skills, 2 different styles. It's a lot. I can finish the game just fine for the most part, but love to get to the level where it's really satisfying. For that, I would advise you trying to make your process of learning those things fun. And relatively chill, not super stressful. If it's a stressful experience, then I would encourage you to reevaluate. For me, I've learned the most when there's something very exciting or cool, there's a cool payoff. So let's go to the dojo, for example. I remember with ninja style, I didn't really see or understand the value of mist all that much. I thought, oh, okay, mist, sure, it distracts an enemy. It's cool. Using mist will allow you to quickly turn your body, evading the enemy without consuming ki. Additionally, using this ability near enemies will create a shadow of yourself that temporarily attracts enemy attention. I'm okay, I guess that's cool, but I don't really see the practicality of it. And I don't really understand. Not saying it doesn't exist, I just don't understand. But I did start to understand. I remember when I was doing a ninja style only playthrough and I was getting some advice. Oh my god, just stop, bro. Let me get this guy low. I'll explain the mist stuff in a minute. I just need to get this guy to go low enough. when I realized that Mist could be used to do things like, oh, let me evade a grab, I was like, holy shit, that's really handy, bro. Like, he just straight up whiffs. And then it's rendered helpless. And against a regular enemy like this is not like that impactful, but I noticed it against Blood Edge Demon, and I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I am safe. Like, that's so valuable. I was like, whoa, dude, the applications of this, I can't even conceive what they are, but that sounds so cool. Come on, try to grab again. What you doing? I'm like, bro, I got extra time to pull off things with ninja style. I'm like, oh, okay. This is pretty cool. And like, I was connecting some dots there. So I found, oh, a cool application that's like kind of fun to get good at. I'm like, yeah, I want to learn this. I want to like get good at it. This seems so cool. Like, I don't care how much I fail. It's not like a painful struggle. It's like, I want to figure this out. This is exciting. And so as it just got more exciting, like the time and energy that I spent towards it was immaterial because it was worth it. It was worth to learn it. So there are moments I'm like, oh yeah, I see this enemy gonna do this attack. Let me mist over here at this specific moment. And yeah, I feel so good and I pulled this off. And so and when the process of learning is fun, of course I'm gonna learn more. Or other cool things include, I remember struggling with Arch Proficiency. I didn't understand how to make it work. And I was confused on the value of deflect. I'm like, yeah man, deflect, I don't know, like, it's kind of like a standard thing in like so many games, right? I'm like, why should I deflect? Do I really give a shit? Oh, this enemy is not gonna work well. I need a yokai to make it work. Someone with hyper armor. I definitely still have a lot of fun with the game, just a lot of cognitive strain thinking about what to do next, continuing comboing. I would then encourage you to focus on something smaller. Because if you're straining yourself cognitively a lot, it will drain you. I will say that from experience. But focus on learning one small thing that's like fun. You're like, oh, I want to know if how I can make this feel good. And so I'm more motivated to practice this specific thing. Alright, so for example, oh shit. One thing I realized is that, you know, deflecting isn't just about like, oh, I protect myself. There's also a component about using it to maintain Arch Proficiency. Oh, cool. I'm actually quite tired. Deflect anymore. Anyway, I'm quite tired. But yeah, learning one small thing at a time, taking it in stride, it helps. Should I be using Flux 2 every time I switch stances? No. I don't even use Flux 2 all the time. It's very helpful, but there are moments where Flux 2, like you said, it's input heavy. It's not even all that necessary all the time. Now, I specifically will use Flux 2 when I want to regain more ki than I'm losing. That's pretty much the only time I do it. So, it's
it's just for key maintenance. It is input heavy. I actually personally think Flux 2, just conceptually speaking, is just a superfluous input. It's like, okay, you switch stances twice, like, I guess for extra key recovery, but that's about it. And it's like freaking irritating. I don't like it. I'll be very upfront. I do it, but I don't like it. It doesn't like enhance. It doesn't enhance much for me. Now, is it still an important part of decision making? Yes. I generally like to use Flux, which is just very standard. It's like, cool, switch to a different stance on key pulse. Like, that makes sense to me. But like switching to 2 different stances, I'm like, bro, why? Like, do I really gotta press an extra button for this shit? Like, come on. Because there isn't like a unique move that gets performed with Flux 2. It's just, okay, you get a double the key. So Flux 2 is just for key, maintaining extra key. I would just say focus on Flux. Start there. Flux 2 is just used to get extra key back. That's about it. And it's handy. I would say more of your time and energy can be spent towards, less towards Flux 2, like, to me that's kind of luxury. And more towards learning the Frost Moons. Because they're free attacks, they're kind of fun. Or doing Flux into a Frost Moon feels pretty good too. I will sometimes intentionally use Flux too. But the purpose of that is just because, hey, I want to get extra key back. You can eventually develop some muscle memory for it, like if you really want to consistently do Flux 2, you can. But even if you could consistently do Flux 2, I don't even recommend it all the time. Because sometimes just doing Flux 2 means, I mean, you're using some time to get some extra key back when you could be using that time to be more offensive. Sometimes it's safer to just dodge, or maybe it's better to deflect. There's a lot of different decisions to be made. So if you're always using Flux 2, your overall gameplay speed will be on the slower side, even though you'll maintain a lot of key. And it's like a split-second difference. But here, take a look at me doing, I'll do Morning Moon, and then after Morning Moon I'll do a Frost Moon Low. Okay, that's without doing any Flux, that's doing pre-shifting. Alright, now I'll do Morning Moon, Flux 2, and a Frost Moon Low. There's a very slight difference, but that difference can add up. I've gotten to the point where I can get decently lengthy arts proficiency change with Spear, but I feel like the moment I get to a boss fight, all that goes out the window. So I would look into like what happens during a boss fight? Do you like panic a little bit? I think I'm still at the point where comboing takes a decent bit of cognitive power, so focusing on the boss attacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I would just say focus on... Okay, so there are different stages to being able to combo against a boss. Obviously, you have to know what you as the player can do, but you also have to understand the boss. and it is kind of a ebb and flow between those. It's kind of it's a back and forth. It's a feedback loop. As you get more comfortable with the boss, you'll feel more comfortable like taking bigger risks. Once you can take bigger risks and learn more things from taking those risks, it makes the boss easier to work with, which in turn helps you take greater risks. And you'll notice me do that. I focus less on trying to win against the boss as much as more I try to focus on learning. As I can learn more, I know eventually I'll win, but I'll also win in the way that I enjoy. So I don't mind dying a lot, because eventually I can pull off some cool stuff as a result. But if I'm not comfortable with the boss, then of course I'm not going to take certain risks, because I just don't know if it'll work. So of course I'm going to rely on muscle memory or whatever's comfortable. So I would say then pick a boss that you're like, yeah, this boss is kind of easy. Or this boss is comfortable enough, and I think I'd be fine. And then try to get comfortable with either deflecting that boss or comboing against that boss just ever so slightly, so that you can train your muscle memory and adapt it accordingly. In my opinion, the Neo 3 bosses are pretty complicated in that respect. Hey, what's up, Neo Neko Engine? Good to see you. So yeah, I think they're pretty complicated. Demon of Pride was very, very, very strange for me the first time I fought him. It felt a little floaty, but then it just didn't connect with me. And I wasn't very comfortable deflecting. I was so used to Neo 2 style of play with evading everything. Now Demon of Pride is I can it's my comfort zone now. I'm very familiar with this pattern, so I can consistently pull off pretty decent fights against him. I can try crazier things because I'm so familiar with the moveset. I can just talk about Demon of Pride as I'm with you right now. This mission that Shadows of the Three Oni is is a very comfortable mission for me. I know the timing for the burst attacks. There's a lot that goes into all of this. I can deflect and read chat. So it just gets, interesting in that regard. I've gotten ridiculously comfortable with this game. I didn't really break a sweat minus 1 or 2 moments. To be fair, I think oftentimes I see people playing Neo on YouTube. We're pretty much the pinnacle of Neo gameplay. Yes, that can certainly be the case. Which is why I would advise just do just one slow thing at a time. I can pull off things like sort of meditation in those moments because I understand shit like, oh, the spacing, or have enough spacing, or timing. But if I didn't understand that, bro, I'm just gonna like be very cautious about when she explodes. So it is just that experience. Spooky there, but in order for me to pull it off, I have to know a lot. So yeah, you can certainly like get great at the game. You get good at the game in the way that you're describing. Hey, people are the pinnacle of Neo gameplay, so to speak. But I'll just tell you from experience, that comes from learning every part of the game and consistently trying to learn more and more and more and more. If that isn't occurring, if you're not learning more, you're not able to, and by definition, you're not growing more. You're not getting better. I got 12 billion Amrita. That's nearly 600 hours of play, bro. All of that adds up. Not to mention, I have played the Neo series and gone through a lot of all the pain points that every other person will go through. Which is, hey, I don't know shit. I don't know how to figure this out. I don't know how to combo any of this. It's crazy. I'm overwhelmed, like all of that. And I've had to figure things out so that I can not only play it, but enjoy what I'm playing. What's this? So yeah, I hope that makes sense. But the purpose of my guides is to try to help people understand how to get good as quickly as possible in a sustainable way. And while I haven't started making those, that's something I'll eventually get around to. Probably start some of that sometime after DLC or start working on Neo 3 Academy things. It looks easier than it is. Yeah. I've had to learn a lot. And because I've learned a lot, and I can do a lot, and I can pull off a lot, like, obviously, like, I got good. It's just with any skill you practice. But, oh well. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna take off. Thank you all so much for watching. I should be releasing my I don't think it's 500 hours anymore, it's 550 hours. I'll just call it what my 550 hours of Neo 3 really looks like, or some shit like that. whatever that video is, I plan to release next week. So hopefully that'll be enjoyable for you to check out and prior to the DLC. And then, yeah. But in any case, I will see everybody later. Take care and bye.